You are listening to High Score 510, where real talk is our vernacular.
Them niggas lost, man. All them niggas out there dancing, I feel bad. Niggas got some shit going, and they would have took his song next level. They go to the Super Bowl, but it all comes to an end here.
Thank the Lord. Why, Jesus? Tired of these Niner fans out here talking about Big Steppin. All these Niner fans coming out the woodwork, acting like all of a sudden they've been here the whole time. Tired of it.
I ain't gonna lie. My father-in-law is a 49er fan. I can't get him to respond to my phone call, to my text message, my Facebook post.
Oh, don't worry. They going back.
It's just
they going back to the woodwork.
Didn't your father-in-law say, oh, you know we going to Super Bowl, right?
That's exactly what he told me. I'm like, blood, y'all not going to the Super Bowl.
No, he was right. He was right, Rayon. Because the Super Bowl's in SoFi in 2 weeks. They just went a little early.
Hey, I'm calling hella niggas right now. Niggas on Twitter mad. Niggas in my phone, man. Everybody up here upset. This shit is hilarious.
You know what you need to call? You need to also call Nip Money, who was starting to brag.
Oh,
I'm
calling him next. I called Aaron first, and I said I'm about to call Nick and get him an earful, but I'm gonna call him right now. Over and out. Cooley to Don.
All I know is that it was a good football weekend. Fuck the Rams. Fuck the Bengals. The 49ers lost. That's all I need to know. That's all I need to happen. Football season has ended with positivity in my eyes. It don't matter who win after this. All that matters is that the Niners lost. Okay, the Cowboys don't win. The Niners can't win. That's just my rule. And the Patriots are in there also. Fuck the Patriots. And Tom Brady.
And Tom Brady. So this is basically like you just praying for a good game in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I'm praying for a good game so I can do some prop bets. And
I ain't gonna lie, this is basically Super Bowl to me too. Like the Rams could lose next week. I'll be happier if they win, but I'm fine if they lose 2 weeks because you knocked the Niners out the playoffs. Especially for everybody that's been texting me during this time. Everybody
talking shit.
I had Niner fans calling me when they went up by 10.
Oh yeah, I saw that Nathan texted. I told you he would get his 200 yards and 2 touchdowns. I told you. This is what I gotta say to that.
I gotta feel it, Quake. I gotta feel it.
Shout out to Stunner Man 02.
I'm big stepping. 49ers with me and we out here bitch pressing. Big flexing. Offense scoring and we got them big weapons. Big stepping. 49ers with me and we out here bitch pressing.
Shout out to E40.
Big flexing.
E40
hitting and we got some big weapons. Yeah. Last year I said we finna make a run now. We got the top spot, we number one now. D-line forcing pigs from the rundown. And in the offense we get shut down. And the team so raw, we just beat them in 3. Fourth quarter here now, we taking a knee. And we locked in, we ain't never fatigued. I can't believe they try to say we ain't the best in the league.
Shout out to Stunner Man 02 for making your remix of your Big Steppin' song for the 49ers. I know you're not a fan, you're from San Francisco, but I am so joyful. I'm like Cartman when he killed Scott Tenorman's parents and turned him into the chili carnival where he was tasting his tears. I'm tasting all the Niner fans' tears right now. They are tears of sadness, but for me, they are tears of joy. So shout out to Niner fans. Don't feel sorry for you.
Long 5 hours home, baby.
Yep, y'all. They're going to be in rush hour traffic on that 5 together, sitting there probably getting mad at each other because somebody driving slow in the left lane. Maybe they can stop at Anderson Pea Soup and eat some bland-ass pea soup on their way home.
Man, that's some bland-ass pea soup.
Holla at Santanella sponsorship.
I will say this whole not having a team thing is very beneficial now. Obviously, when the game starts, you start rooting for one side or another. But guess what? If they lose, just pick another team next week. And it's like, all right, I want these teams to win.
But see, is that worth it if you don't have a team but there are teams you really don't like, right?
The only thing I was hoping for that it wasn't going to be Tennessee and Philadelphia this year, but obviously Philadelphia didn't pick it. That's a wild card. That was the only 2 teams I didn't want to see in the Super Bowl because I was going to just.
You weren't going to see Philadelphia. The only way Philadelphia was going to go to Super Bowl is the same way Niners fans are going to go to Super Bowl. Buy a ticket.
playoffs are beautiful. I think you saw everything you wanted to see, right? You saw the high-scoring games.
You saw some horrible coaching all throughout the playoffs.
You saw some questionable reffing, which is always a good sign of a good game.
That sign that McVay made 2 bad calls, and he one of them he pointed out himself. He said, "My bad."
Yeah, that screen. He made 4 bad calls. 4, both his challenges where you could tell with the live eye, like, hey, man, that one is like, hey, he was down when they got that ball from him. Like, I could tell from the live picture. And then he also used the challenge, remember, on the spot with Matthew Stafford. It's like, dude, he ain't even close to that first down, McVay. Yeah. Why are you challenging that? He made a lot of mistakes.
McVay almost D'Antoni'd himself before the Super Bowl. He'll do it in the Super Bowl, though. I bet you he'll be like, I need more credit, so I'm going to try and do all these different things.
Hopefully he learned from his last Super Bowl experience.
So, allegedly, this is all alleged. I heard Timothy McVay be having skinny white women at his house all coked out, doing lines off of glass.
Timothy McVay was the guy that bombed Oklahoma City. God damn.
That did a magic moment.
That deserves a big magic moment.
I heard Sean McVay be having white girls all coked out before games.
This magic moment.
Now, have you seen his wife?
They did the coke in the car on the way to
Have you seen his wife?
They do it in the bathroom at the game.
I mean, I heard in LA that's a special Uber you could order. You could order this. You have the Uber XL, you have the Uber Black, and then you have the Uber Coke.
You got the Uber 8 ball. It's like, oh shit. All right, well, y'all ready to start the show?
Yeah, I'm over here big stepping.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You are listening to the High Score 510 podcast. You can catch us at High Score 510 on the Instagram, the YouTube, and the Twitter. Horcrux Hipster on the Twitter. Check out our Patreon page at patreon.com/High Score 510. And we are here with
this is AG3. I'm coming at you faster than Niners trying to drive out of that stadium over there in Inglewood.
Do you think Jimmy G is not going to take the team bus or plane back home? He's just going to try to go to the Porn Valley and just
he probably
stroke out his team.
He's going to go straight
He's going to stay
Hollywood.
down there. He's going to stay down there and get with some porn stars, some B-list porn stars.
Big stepping. 49ers with me and we are bitch pressing.
Oh, shit. The tough thing about the Niners game is, they could have won with 15 different quarterbacks than Jimmy G.
They probably won that game if they had Derek Carr.
And we are here with
Oh, hey everybody, it's your friendly truck driver, Captain P Funk, coming to you live from Colton, California. I'm coming to you faster than Jimmy Garoppolo giving away this game.
Yep. Shout out. Here's your soundbite.
And we are here bitch pressing. Big flexing. Offense scoring, and we got the big weapons.
Big.
Am I doing it right?
Yep. You just got.
No, you gotta like it's like this.
Pedro, you was looking like a geriatric doing was it water aerobics at the retirement home right there.
Can I tell you what the halftime show out here, because I'm in the Bay Area, the halftime show was so crazy I had to turn to the Australian Open because you would have thought the Niners won already. The game was over.
And we are here with
hey, this is Brandon, aka Taco Pablo. Just cheered on football this weekend once again. Hopefully everyone's team won, or at least you had an entertaining time watching the professional football contest on TV today.
I'm big stepping. 49ers with me and we out here bitch pressing. Big flexing. Offense scoring and we got the big weapons.
And my name is DJartt, aka DJartt, with 2 T's for a double dose of that tink tink. The D is silent, so it's just Jart.
Hey, Niners! Look like hey.
Not today. You just lost. You done for the season. Come back next year. Question of the day. This is from Lexi G on IG. What is better, room temperature than warm or cold as a liquid?
Can you repeat that shit? I mean, I don't know.
What liquid is better, room temperature versus it being either hot or cold?
Shit, Jared, you asked that question like I would ask that question. You understand nothing you were saying?
Yeah, that question like you had a Crenshaw education.
Yeah, I felt like
put out on the desk.
What liquid form of something is better, room temperature versus either being cold or hot?
Water. That'd be water.
Brandon, man, you've been hanging around too many pumpkin spice, man. You're going against your culture right there.
Brandon over here drinking lukewarm tap water.
No, what really happened is we don't have an icebreaker on our refrigerator anymore. So that's what
happens when you leave California, Brandon.
You know how many silicone ice holders I got? We were hiking yesterday. You can ask this for Jared. I took a camel pack full of ice water and a hydro flask.
Somebody dumped their ice on the trail, and Aaron was mad. He was like, "Man, that's good ice you left."
Good ice. That was good refrigerator making ice. Where someone had an ice maker in their refrigerator.
Yep.
And it was shaped perfect for Kool-Aid.
Mm-hmm.
What drink? No, not Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid because Kool-Aid. I might go Kool-Aid, Jared, to that question.
Kool-Aid is better room temperature than cold?
Well, because because the only way to get the sugary, if you try to make it with too cold of water, you're not gonna get the sugar to mix in.
Yeah,
I learned that the hard way. I would pour this Kool-Aid and I get nothing but just the sugar all at the bottom.
There's also wine that is room temperature. I do not want warm or cold wine.
That's a good answer. That's one I haven't thought about. Red wines. White wines usually are chilled.
Yeah.
Right. And then red wines. My dad used to drink red wine. He keep that motherfucker in the fridge, in the ice cold, and drink it like it was goddamn Michelob. So, maybe wine. I guess most people I see drinking wine is room temperature. Yeah. So, anything else? I thought of like maybe honey. It's a liquid form.
Oh, you're talking about anything liquid? It be something we eat. See, I'm over here thinking it's just goddamn something we drink.
I was thinking I went from beverages and then it turned into, I'm saying anything that you can eat or imbibe that is a liquid form. So cold soups or anything like that. But usually like the cold soup, you want cold. You want a nice gazpacho to be room temperature, right?
No, that's not gazpacho, then it's soup. Then I ain't got watermelon gazpacho. I got watermelon soup at that point, and I'm throwing it at you. Honey, yeah, you're right with honey. I don't mess with too many liquids.
What about
heroin?
What about NyQuil?
Man, who heats up NyQuil unless you're making methamphetamine?
Exactly. And who drinks cold NyQuil? Like, he's like, man, I need a nice cold shot of this NyQuil. Everyone seems to take it room temperature, right?
Niggas in the South, they'll drink anything that's got some syrup on
it. All right. Well,
speaking of which, let me go ahead and sponsor. This show's brought to you by Equate Cough Syrup.
That's the Walmart
Come on,
brand.
Man. That shit looks so liquidy. It's not thick. It has no viscosity to it.
Let me tell you why I got this. Everything else was behind the damn case.
And you couldn't. You a felon or something? You couldn't call somebody and show your license and get it.
That's what I was saying. I pressed the button and it was taking all that. I was like, man, this is this damn Equate. Get the hell out of here.
Nobody showed up yet.
All right, well, y'all get ready to get some news.
I'm ready, man. I got my Bang Bang Niner gang on.
In news this week, the 49ers lost.
I'm big stepping. 49ers with me and we out here bitch pressing. Big flexing. Offense scoring and we got the big weapons.
The 49ers lost, but that's not the news I'm talking about. They're off work for now. They done. But in the UK, they are piloting a program for a 4-day work week, a 32-hour work week, 4 days with a 3-day weekend. What do you guys think about that?
Why are they getting credit for it? The Danish have already been doing this for years. Different parts of Scandinavia have been piloting this. They're not even piloting. They just switch.
Yeah, well, apparently, according to Bloomberg Equality News, shout out to Bloomberg sponsorship. It's a 6-month trial that will see firms reduce working hours to 32 hours a week, and they can spread it out over five days if they want to, but 32-hour work week where they will not lose any benefits or pay from their 40-hour work week. It's also slated to be used in parts of the U.S., Australia, Ireland, New Zealand, Australia, and Canada are also planning to implement the program. But yeah, what do you guys think about the new 4-day work week and how it will affect you in a positive way?
Oh, I thought you Californians was already, that was on a bill that was coming through, no?
No, please.
I heard it on the news. Actually heard this article on the morning news yesterday. And it was talking about somebody in California wrote up a bill.
Child, please.
Or did I hear wrong?
I'm down if they want to write it up. Stockton tried a universal income, and they've been doing a universal income. So we're seeing different places trying out some of these different things. But a 4-day work week would be tight. I've been touting it for a while now. We need 3-day weekends every weekend.
Okay.
Whether it's a 5-day work week or a 4-day work, 3-day weekends is what we need.
For this to work, though, Jared, whoever's piloting this, I need to make sure everybody know, hey, man, nobody slack these 6 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Get all your work done in those 4 days. Get all your work done. Don't slack.
Lock in.
We all count on you. If you need Adderall, I got you. You need childcare, I got you. Lock this in.
Well, you got 3-day weekends for the next 6 weeks. Don't fuck this up. Those 4 days you got to come in. Basically, you almost got a 50-50 split on work and not work time. Don't fuck it up for everybody else. Don't call and being like, oh, man, I can't make it today. Something came up. You better figure out what to do to make sure you're here and everyone's being productive. That's why I agree. Don't fuck this up for everybody. We can have this permanently.
Are we getting a salary raise? Do I keep my benefits?
It don't count for niggas like you. You part of the backbone of the economy. Y'all niggas got to work all the time. Don't matter.
Yeah, he just called me. He called me one of them slave niggas.
I like how the article says firms. It's like this is definitely for some more so white collar. Like if you work at CVS, you ain't getting no 4-day work week.
Not you toothless Americans.
Yeah, not you, Dust Bowl, motherfucking Americans, you diner eating niggas. But yeah, it is gonna be interesting to see where do they expand this to, because like in firms in different places, like where you can, people are not doing any kind of manual labor or not, actually like shipping and running and like making sure our product is coming and going. Like it's gonna be interesting to see how they expand it, and if it does expand to everyone that works at some point in time, potentially. The U.S., I think, will not allow it to happen, though. Personally, that's just me.
Well, number one, this will never happen in the U.S. for most workers. We can't even get chairs for cashiers at grocery stores, man.
No, but I'm kind of all right with that, because they some lazy ass cashiers in Europe, man. They don't pack your bags. They don't do. They sitting in chairs. I'm like, what the fuck you doing? I can do this. I can bring my own groceries. You ain't doing shit else. They weren't doing nothing, man. They didn't do nothing. I'm like, and then here's the thing: bags were free. But they like throw it over there where your groceries at. I'm like, they don't even hand it to you, dude. And I'm like, what's the purpose? You might just get some armed security guards outside CVS to work this.
My conspiracy side believes that that the Illuminati is trying to actually get this 4-day work week implemented, so they can be like, look it, people don't need to work that much, and now we can start even automating more and more. And eventually the automation will start to squeeze out the workers altogether, and then you're gonna have people who are entirely dependent on the government and their free handouts because everything's been automated and now they don't have nothing to do. So conspiracy, brother.
Atomic core. See what this so-called button does.
The real conspiracy is this is a Chinese tactic to get us to work less, because they already work in 6 days. So I'm just saying, if we just work 4 days and they work 6, this whole Chinese takeover world domination thing is just going to happen a lot faster.
I also heard Russia trying to make the 8-day week.
I'm down with the 8-day week. I would have been down with the 8-day week, 5 days on, 3 days off, but 4 days on, 3 days off.
Calendar
No. 8-day week and you work every day.
Especially if you Ukrainian.
Goodwill hunting, meaning I'm hunting niggas.
I'm hoping that this passes and it continues. We'll see where it goes from here, but it's always good to see, positive steps, changes to the paradigm by which we can live our lives and run our economies and society. Those little tinkerings, and this is one of those that I think is going to be good for the worker and the people. Maybe in the UK, Sam Johnson moved over right in time so we can continue to be a lazy fuck. But, it is what it is. He's, hopefully it gets over here and we can get a 4-day work week. I'm down. I'm ready.
No, I had a 4-day work week. Before COVID, I had a 4-day work week. It's really nice. It changes your perspective because you can do stuff during the middle of the week.
Exactly.
You're not just like, oh, Saturday, I got to do my grocery shopping and all my errands. And then Sunday, I got to do all my housework.
Just like you, Brandon. Y'all remember my schedule when I worked with the post office or contract with the post office. Before it was 6 days on, 3 days off. Then they implemented the computers in the trucks. So it was 4 days on, 1 day off, 4 days on, 3 days off. I actually loved that. Like you, I can get stuff done in the middle of the week. I make my doctor's appointments, all the important things you need to do. I could go vote.
Engineers only work 4-day work weeks, right? So Duck's only been on a 4-day work week, but to do it, they also do 10-hour work days, right?
Yeah.
To make up for it.
That engineer thing is going to be in my Cutty Corner shout out, by the way.
Yeah, fuck the 10-hour days. Give me an 8-hour day, 4 day, 32-hour week. I'm good.
I'll take a 10-hour days with the 4-day work week. I don't mind that at all. I am not mad at that. Because look, we know in America, there's no way in hell we're going to 4-day work week. It's too many things got to change. Child care, a lot of things, it's just got to change for that to happen. We ain't even got enough motherfuckers.
No. I'm going to show up to work and be like,
I'm big stepping. 49ers with me and we out here bench pressing. Big flexing. Offense scoring and we got the big weapons. Big stepping. 49ers with me and we out here bench pressing.
I'm be like, man, I'm going out to bench press for the last 2 hours of this 10-hour shift. Fuck y'all. You ain't getting 10 hours out of me.
But I might go to the gym tomorrow and just do nothing but bench press because of that.
The Winter Olympics is starting.
Oh, Lord.
Is there anything you're looking forward to for the 2022 Beijing Winter Olympics?
I am. This is one thing I'm looking forward to. I don't like how the Chinese government set up all those people to call our athletes niggers as they get off the plane. Nigger, niggers.
Wait, hold on. They must not be saying it much because ain't that many black athletes in the Winter Olympics, Pedro.
Hey, no, you didn't hear them.
It was last week. I don't know if it was Olympic athletes or somebody else, but there's some black people getting off a bus and they're screaming, nigga. No, but my mama's Chinese, and there is one word where they be like nigga, and it sounds like nigga, and I'd be like, Mom, you keep saying nigga. It's like, no, that means something else in Chinese. So maybe they were saying that.
Okay, I'll give them a benefit of the doubt.
Or they was just being racist. It could be either way. It wouldn't surprise me.
I was like, it can't be that many black athletes. It's the Winter Olympics. I'm looking at those sports. I don't see many brothers doing any of those sports, man. Maybe the Nordic Combine.
They got that one Jamaican skier Jared told me about. I tried to get him to catch.
There's a Haitian skier too.
Oh man, that's what I'm looking for. I'm just looking. I'm looking to follow those
see
guys.
Where he was from, because he actually had a little bit of skills, Pedro. He didn't look like. Remember that time they let that African into the swimming pool and almost watched his ass drown a long time ago? He didn't look like that. He looked like he knew what he was doing. He don't look like he gonna win, but it looked like he's been skiing like most of his life. So I'm like, I've been trying to find info on that Haitian dude, and I can't find nothing, dude.
Well, you got Benjamin Alexander, who is skiing for Jamaica. He's a 38-year-old.
He's old.
Who's trying to be his own Cool Runnings. So I'm rooting for that brother.
Let's just hope he don't Sonny Bono himself.
Shout out to Elizabeth Swaney. Let's hope you put on a better show than her.
Oh, he definitely will. He definitely will do that. He could go out there and he could go out there and be sliding on his butt and do it better than she did. What about look up the Haitian dude? Brandon, did you find the Haitian dude?
Oh no, I was looking at Team USA. We got I don't know how you spell it. It's spelled Maame. Benny. He's a speed skater or a short track speed skater.
Oh yeah, we are. She's actually good. Her teammate gave up a spot so she could be on the team. Something happened. It was something weird during qualifying.
Yeah, I'm down to see that, but I also want to see the skeleton to see how many people died doing that.
Yeah, man, I don't even know why they do the skeleton. That shit just told me. I already thought luge was bad. Then they came out with the skeleton. I'm like, come on, man. So what is it? Who has the highest suicide thoughts? Tendencies? I was like, come on, man.
I'm down to see that. I don't want to see somebody die, but I do want to see how many people do die. I don't want to actually see it, but when they be like somebody broke their neck again.
You would think like Olympic sports, like you would want to see them do stuff that you could do at home, right? Like you would be like, all right, cool. You can ski, right? If you live near the mountains and it snows, you can go skiing. Or in the Summer Olympics, if you just run real fast, maybe you can be in the Olympics one day.
Yeah.
But the skeleton, it's not possible for you to practice that shit at home.
No, you gotta go to like Utah. You gotta be in Utah where they have a year-round Olympic facility. And you can train there, basically, and do some crazy shit on ice pipes they carve out.
You just got to sled backwards, basically.
I got a great idea that will allow more people of color to start making it to Winter Olympics, or at least being exposed to Winter Olympic sports. And this is what I was talking to you about the other day, last week, Aaron, is if we make the MLK Day holiday a day of volunteerism for white people, because I'm telling you, most of these white people, especially the affluent ones, use that 3-day weekend as an opportunity to hit the mountains, hit the slopes, and get their kids more experience in their cabins, in the snow, on their skis, on their snowboards. If it was a day of service for white people, and it was like, oh man, people of color, but especially black people, you get 75% off on the mountain of MLK Day. You know how many more black people would go up to the snow and start trying things out, and then all of a sudden you get some tight brothers and sisters and my Latino brethren too, and my indigenous brethren too on them slopes doing some of them Winter Olympic sports, man. You know what I'm saying? We might have a much more diverse representation.
I need 75% off everything, Jared. Not just a lift ticket. I need 75%.
Well, that's reparations. We're not talking about reparations. We're talking about MLK Day.
I will just say this: black people are amazing at not doing the thing you're there to do. You go to the beach. You go to the beach. 1 million pictures on the beach. Nobody in the water. You go on a hike. Nobody see the top. You go to the snow. Everybody got 1,000 pictures sitting in the snow. Nobody on the mountain. I'm just saying, just because it's 75% off, everybody's gonna be drinking Hennessy.
Drinking a lot of Hennessy. Maybe we could give out the Hennessy scholar athlete every year, and we send a black person just train in Utah. That shows potential. Like we can have one for each sport, right? Mm-hmm. One in the biathlon, because I know some of these brothers got to be able to lower their heart rate fast enough to shoot a strap. There are brothers that live in places where these are big events in Minnesota and places like that, and they still don't do it, Jared. So I don't know if that Martin Luther King holiday. I agree with you, not on the forcing people to do service, but I do agree with you on what people tend to usually do on that holiday. And certain people that go to the slopes. You are 100% correct on that.
The motherfucking white people love MLK Day. Why they love MLK? They hate him when he was alive. You know what I'm saying? FBI, J.
They all didn't hate him now, Jared. Come on, man.
Okay, not all of them. A lot of white people hated him, especially the establishment, and the man hated him. Okay, and they try to get him to kill himself. They loved him once they got a federal holiday, and now everyone got a day off. All them biggest men, I got a day off. I got an extra day off. You know what I'm saying? I got an extra weekend. I can go do what I like to do.
I would guesstimate there are a lot of clan meetings on MLK Day, by the way.
Probably, man. We got that Monday off, y'all. Come on down. We're gonna have a little cookout.
Like they say, Americans like to celebrate terrible shit, man. It's probably a different meaning for them for MLK Day. They probably petition for Malcolm X Day too.
Come on.
I'm telling you, man, it's all conspiracy, dude. It's a Trojan horse. They just trying to get extra days off to plan their heinous shit in the name of a black man.
Why, so I can fall in love with some cute black man that teaches white people everything they know about the shrimp industry before they kill him 30 minutes into the movie? Huh? Hey, why don't you walk down that tunnel, black man? Hey, black man, turn on the generator. This dinosaur's out there. Hey, black man, look out. He's got a gun.
Anything else y'all looking forward to for Winter Olympics?
Is there something we're looking forward to? Did we talk about that?
Yeah, I mean, we ain't said the first thing we're looking forward to.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm just rooting for the brothers. You want to say something. I'm rooting for the brothers and the sisters, speed skaters and the skiers.
Well, the thing about the Olympics, though, right? Like they figured out. What NBC knows, like the people who watch the Olympics aren't really hardcore sports fans, right? Because you can't get into something once every 4 years and be like, I'm really into this. And that's why they spend 9 hours talking about people's background stories, where they grew up and what they're hoping to do this time. Because the people who care about that stuff aren't like hardcore sports fans. Like we really just want you to perform.
I do like my my figure skating. I grew up watching figure skating, so I'm probably watching a little bit of that.
I like figure skating. I hate that they threw them now. For some reason, ice dancing is more popular. I'm not excited about that. I grew up watching Scott Hamilton back in the day, Debbie Thomas. Michelle Kwan, all my Southern California people.
Was that 4 years ago where like 10 teams did Despacito?
That's the problem. Now they put ice dancing in. Now you got like everybody doing the same thing.
Ice dancing, all they're gonna do.
There's a fine ass sister that played for the Canadian ice hockey team. Just to let you know,
ice dancing is just gonna turn into everyone trying to do the UCLA gymnastics routines.
Exactly, and that's what's happening, man.
Jay, I'm surprised you didn't play Big Steppin right there. I'm surprised you didn't say they probably come out to.
They ain't gonna let too many niggas on.
When does this start?
In Beijing, because they know that Winter Olympics they gonna show up singing the Negro anthem.
Big Steppin, 49ers with me and we are bitch pressing.
That is a hit song, by the way. I almost gonna say that is a hit song.
In other news, Jake Paul has signed with the PFL, the Professional Fight League, and will make his MMA debut against Philip Jack Brooks on March 26th. What do you guys think about that?
Who the hell are those people?
Jake Paul is the people's champion.
I know Jake Paul is. He's your savior.
I'm rooting for him now, from now on.
But I don't know who the hell this washed up fighter he's fighting.
Oh, he's fighting Philip Jack Brooks. If you don't know from the Pepsi tattoo on his arm, Philip Jack Brooks is also known as CM Punk.
Come on, man. He just retired.
Oh, that's CM Punk.
I
do know who that is.
Fake wrestling. CM Punk had to retire from fake wrestling because of injuries, and he's old. He's like Minor Pedro age.
No, wait. CM Punk used to fight, didn't he? MMA, didn't he?
He tried.
Oh,
He was a wrestler.
He tried. He got his ass.
You ever see Johnny Morton get knocked out in that boxing match? It was kind of like that.
You know what? I don't know if this fight's gonna do as well because he's not fighting a brother. Because you know the whole fight sports, white versus black, they love that. Those fights do the best. But he is fighting a former WWE champion who has had a lackluster transition to the MMA world. He was a big ticket about 4 or 5 years ago when the UFC tried to poach him from the WWE. He came in, promptly got his ass whooped by Mickey Gall and a couple other mediocre fighters because he didn't know how to stop a takedown as a wrestler. Coming out of wrestling, you don't know how to stop a takedown. So what do you guys think about the PFL signing Jake Paul and Jake Paul moving on from boxing to MMA?
I think it's smart. I think he's one step ahead of everybody else. I think in 5-10 years he's going to own the UFC. If not, I feel like he's going to figure out how to do that somehow.
Well, I heard he bought stock in Endeavor, which owns the UFC, so that's kind of funny. There's some ownership in there now.
Well, I think like we were talking about the UFC last time, like the Dana White and UFC proved that people are going to watch anybody fight. If you could just push it out, let people know enough people about it, tell the right story in marketing, people will watch that fight. Like if somebody gets hurt 2 weeks before the fight, people will still watch the replacement fight. Like people are interested in watching other people beat each other up. A lot of people want to see Jake Paul get beat up. That's why people are going to buy the fights, man. Yeah, but I'm excited about this, man. Hopefully it does lead to some changes with fighter pay. Oh, yeah, shout out to Francis Ngannou and Cyril Gane. I was really looking forward to that fight last week. Didn't go the way I wanted it to go, but yeah, man.
Hey, your boy came out there. Cyril Gane lost via unanimous decision to Francis Ngannou because Francis Ngannou said, you know what I'm about to do up and down this mat?
I'm big stepping. 49ers with me and we out here bench pressing. Big flexing. Offense scoring and we got them big weapons.
Big wrestling. That's what he was doing. Big wrestling. The Super Bowl is set. Bungled by the Bengals, Kansas City Chiefs decide to score 21 points in the first half, have the ball on the goal line at the end of the second quarter. Somehow, they only equated to 6 more points from that goal line to the rest of the game.
They got 3 more points the rest of the game.
Yeah,
those 21.
What happened on that goal line?
They got 0 points on that play before the halftime. With plenty of time in all their downs, they got 0 points because they kept trying to be cute. And then they only scored 3 points in the second half.
Kansas City Chiefs. This is why Eric Bieniemy, they ain't got a job. Just kidding.
Exactly why.
Every time they play bad, we all just pile on Eric Bieniemy.
I do. I like Eric Bieniemy.
I think Andy Reid has something to do with some of that play calling too. I don't think it was just Eric Bieniemy the whole time. Andy Reid.
It's the culture. It's the culture. Andy Reid used to do that cute shit in Philadelphia. Now that the enemy's there with the genius behind it, they think they can get away with it every time. And that's not how it works. Sometimes you just got to play football. If you're not playing football and you get cute right at the right time, that's when it's going to come up and bite you in the bit. That's when he lost his rhythm. That's when Patrick Mahomes lost his rhythm after that play. You can see the rest of the game going sour.
They were unstoppable in the first half. I was like, man, this game, I turned it off and took a nap. And I woke up at the end after the game was over, and I was like, how much they win by? And then all of a sudden, I'm like, what? They lost 27-24. What the fuck?
That team believes in itself. You can't count I wouldn't count anybody out. The way NFL's design is for the offense to score. not a defensive friendly game,
Well, Kansas City, which has one of the most prolific offenses in NFL history, decided to score 0 points.
I mean, at the end of that first half, they had no reason to think they weren't going to score again. The way they went down the field and just scored 3 times in a row. Bengals played a better game than the Chiefs today, man. I think
the Bengals are a mediocre team. They have no pass rush.
What are you talking
about?
They have
a decent secondary.
Hold on. They just beat the number 1 seed. They beat the number 2 seed in the playoffs, Jared. And guess what? They're in the playoffs and the Super Bowl. What are you talking about? They're a mediocre team, Jared.
Only thing bad about
it's disrespectful to be mediocre teams like the Cowboys.
I'll admit the Cowboys are definitely mediocre. So are the Bengals.
The Cowboys are not mediocre. Cowboys are not disciplined. Bengals, the only hole they have is that offensive line.
And that's the worst thing that happened against the Rams right now. That is the worst thing you could do.
I'm going to tell you this. Their D-line isn't anything special to write home about. They just kind of just come at you, and they're slowly kind of inching towards you. They're not pressuring you. So as a quarterback, you can have time to sit back there and do your thing. You're not going to be getting hit every play. Their secondary is decent. But I'm not going to sit here and be like, man, they coming out with that defense. The defense is nasty and coming at y'all.
They just shut down the Chiefs.
No. Chiefs shut themselves down. No.
They came back from 21-3 down.
The Chiefs shut themselves down. You scored 21 points, and you're on the fucking goal line after getting a pass interference bullshit call, and you do some cute monkey crap bullshit, and then you decide to play, hey, let's just fart the ball out our asshole for the rest of the game and not score shit. That's bad offense. There's no, all we had to do is tinker one thing and change one coverage, and all of a sudden we could shut a whole offense down. No, that was poor play calling and poor execution by the Chiefs. I didn't even watch the shit. All I saw was that they ran down 3 times, scored 3 touchdowns, should have scored a 4th before the half ended, and then they didn't do shit for the rest of the game. That's on the other team, just like the Cowboys. You can't tell me that a team with a mediocre offensive line, a mediocre defense, and a good quarterback who's proven to say he got his ice cold brother who has a good receiver and a couple other decent receivers and offensive pieces, but aren't world beaters. Maybe Jamar Chase a little bit, but 1 year ain't gonna tell me he a world beater. He ain't no goddamn Randy Moss in his first year, but he's been good. But that's a mediocre team. That's a quality, good, solid team. They should not have beat the Chiefs. The Chiefs beat themselves, just like the Cowboys beat themselves. All right? Bengals, congratulations, though. Y'all did your thing. You stayed consistent, stay steady. Pedro, I know Pedro happy. Pedro, as a Browns fan, are you happy to see this your local state opponents make it to the Super Bowl?
You know that's our rival. That's a strong rival, Cincinnati. So I'm not going crazy about Cincinnati being in the Super Bowl. But I'm starting to be a fan of people. And I'm really a big fan of Joe Burrow. I was a fan of him when he was at LSU. Way he's just calm and collective and doesn't panic and doesn't get rattled, and people just gravitate to him. So I'm glad to see the kid do it at a young age. It looks like the league is in good hands with all these young superstar quarterbacks. So that's what I'm more proud. That's what I'm most proud about. That you can see somebody actually lead a team and not a big giant fraud like Jimmy Garoppolo, Baker Mayfield, Ryan Tannehill.
Speaking of which, rooting for good people, the 49ers lost, and the LA Rams are now the favorites to win the Super Bowl. What do you guys think about that?
They made favorites already? Vegas trying to get them some money quick.
They went all in. They made trades for Stafford. They made trades for Von Miller, OBJ. Bengals are a young up-and-coming team, a lot of young talent, pieced together defense with some players from other teams that were high picks that, didn't quite work out their first stops.
And not quite working on their second stops either.
That's why I called them mediocre. But anyways.
Their defense is mediocre, Brandon. Jared was right. Their defense is pretty mediocre.
They couldn't get pressure on Derek Carr. They had that fool looking like he was Rich Gannon in 2002. But yeah, so what are you guys looking forward to most in this Super Bowl with this matchup between Cincinnati and the Los Angeles Rams?
I'm looking forward in the second time in history, first time being last year, that a team will play in a Super Bowl in the place that they call home, which would be the Rams playing in SoFi. I'm hoping the Rams can pull this out. Like I said, I won't be upset. I am happy they did. They went all in. I was arguing with other people. They're like, no, man, they gave away all these first round picks. I'm like, there's a lot of teams that made first round picks the last 20 years and haven't won a Super Bowl. So I have no problem with going all in, giving up first round picks to win a Super Bowl. Big step.
Well, now we can put to bed the Odell Beckham Jr. washed up theory, and it just further proves that Baker Mayfield's a fraud. And shout out to Debo. I never seen a player, I guess is it a flex player you would call him?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Dominate in so many ways. I like the kid. He is tough. Like I said, I'm starting to be a fan of people.
No, I think the Super Bowl's going to be tight. I think there's a lot of things to talk about that aren't like personal issues besides like the OBJ stuff that they're going to get into about him getting traded. And I feel like it's going to be good because it's going to be just about the game and the matchups. I don't know, it's one of those things. I think either it's going to be McVay's coronation to being like the super genius everybody thinks that a lot of people think he is, or it's going to be one of those times where he proves that he's just not that dude. But yeah, I think that's the most thing I'm excited about. Just this 2 weeks being about the football game as opposed to being about all the legacy stuff that we got to deal with when Tom Brady's in the Super Bowl. I think one of the interesting things, like when you talk about NFC West, like if you think about whether or not Kyle Shanahan or McVay is a better coach.
That's what I'm nervous about. That's what I'm nervous about. You see, Shanahan he's a step ahead of all of these coaches when it comes to play calling. And I'm nervous in the future. People are going to have a hard time. If they get any talent, if this kid Lance has any type of talent, or he can learn the offense, man, I'll tell you what. It'll be like the old 49ers again with Steve Young.
Shanahan's good at maximizing the talent around him. He finds roles for these guys in good spots where he has a vision. And that's the one thing I agree with Pedro. Like, Kyle Shanahan, if he continues to have a good defense, they don't lose too many pieces on defense. Their GM is good at drafting some defensive talent, and they get a decent quarterback. Which I'm not sold on Trey Lance, man. Trey Lance might
defense a little overrated, man. Fred, your boy Warner don't do nothing but late hits and come in and dive on people when they're already on the ground. They're athletic as hell, but they're not that great. The secondaries will whack, as they showed. The Rams threw 3 touchdowns on.
Hey, shout out to the Dallas Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? It was like, hey man, guess what? It's 3rd and long. Who we gonna throw it to? Oh, the white guy with 4.56 speed, Cooper Kupp. Not because he runs such precise routes that they're unstoppable. No, it's because we scheme a play to get the motherfucker open, and we have a chemistry where we're gonna throw it to him because we trust him to make the catch and be in a certain spot at a certain time. Guess what, Dallas Cowboys? Y'all don't try that shit because y'all do some stupid ass, man. Whatever they give us, it's Jason Garrett ass bitch motherfucker. Whatever, we're gonna do what we do, and whatever they give us, we're gonna take. No, you say I'm taking your booty. And it's mine. You get it to your playmakers. You got route runners.
Jason Garrett wasn't there this past year, Jared. Why you
no,
say
but
Jason Garrett name?
10 years of being bland, boring, bitch-made motherfucker done rubbed off and then smeared the goddamn. They need a sage rub.
He crop dusted the offense. He basically crop dusted the offense. He farted.
He instilled.
I thought you was happy today.
No. I'm triggered a little bit by that because I'm tired of the Cowboys thinking they smart. The same thing the Chiefs did. We smarter than everybody else. No, this is a barbaric ass sport. Man on a man. Sometimes it comes down to, is my player better than yours? Can I push you out of the way? Is my will and my physical ability better than yours? And sometimes it is, and sometimes it's not. When it's a little more even, that's when scheme can start to, give you an edge. But scheme don't win your games all the time. It's, do your players go out there and execute, okay? Like when Brandon had to go up against Haloti Ngata, you know what I'm saying? He could have used a coach that said, we're going to scheme this where the guy is going to come up and undercut him and then you fall on top of him, Brandon. But no, they said, nah, hat on the hat. We're going to just, man, go straight up with Haloti Ngata. And Brandon said he don't know what happened after that. All he knows he was on his back because he didn't have no scheme. In those cases, you need scheme.
You need a 450 bench press is what you need.
Man, they kept talking about how the Niners secondary was weak and the Cowboys could take advantage of it. Niners secondary ain't that good. It's young. It's not that good.
It wasn't that good.
And you know what the Cowboys didn't do? Take advantage of it. Want to know why? Because they was running some poo-butt-ass goddamn plays.
Are you going to talk about the speculation of Sean Payton joining the Cowboys?
No, that's not big enough news. You know what the Cowboys, though? You know what they weren't doing on that Sunday?
I'm big stepping.
Cutty Corner shout-outs. Cutty Corner shout-outs is the same way in the show on where everyone gets a chance to rant, complain, talk about something that's pissing them off. Cutty Corner shout-outs. Cutty Corner shout-outs.
It's time.
We're burning out.
God, if you let it in, help!
So cold and bleeding now.
I'm in for this, man.
Gonna let you down.
He had sex with my mama.
We're broken people now.
I just said I need a back of
Aaron, do you have a Cutty Corner shout out?
Dude, I got 3 quick ones right now. First one is goes out to NFL Network Studios. Who keeps putting analysts named Andrew Hawkins? They keep putting his stats up. He has like 2,000 yards total yards his NFL career. They keep putting his stats up. They play with all these teams and only got 2,000 yards. It's like, stop putting his stats up. Those aren't stats. Put like this: Cooper Kupp almost passed his career stats in 1 year, right? They keep putting his stats up. So that's one. My other one, since we're on networks and blowing it, CBS, whoever was in charge of their sound, totally blew it. I was looking forward to the Ashanti national anthem because I wanted to see Ashanti, right? But they kept cutting away from her because the sound was messed up. It kept cutting in and out. You only heard about maybe 10 lyrics from the whole song. You heard the fans singing it because you couldn't hear her. Her mic kept going in and out. Then at the halftime show, whoever they had, some sound like some country music song, who knows, was performing. And those fools were in like a separate studio, but all you heard was the performance coming through the sound for the CBS halftime show for the Cincinnati KC game. And then finally, my last Cutty Corner shout out goes out to people who are over 25 still riding skateboards. Get a fucking life. They repaved the street out here. It was about 8 dudes that look like they're in their 30s. They're skaters. They still wearing the long shirts. They're failing at doing tricks, and they're trying to record it for some fucking reason. And they're doing all these recordings for like a good 3 hours. I had to hear this shit of them just the board slapping the ground. They took a lunch break. They came back. Get a fucking life, dude. If you're over 25, it should be something passed, laws to keep people from over 25 from buying a skateboard. Now, I'm not saying you can't have fun. I know people that's over 25 that skateboard and they're cool, but they go to their spots. They ain't trying to tape it. They just really love it. If you're over 25 and you out here hanging around other 25-year-olds, taping each other and living in the same warehouse with pallets for stairs, think about your life and reset it.
Hey, Joe, do you have a Cutty Corner shout out?
I do. This Cutty Corner shout out goes out to the engineers at General Motors. I don't know if you guys seen this in the Consumer Reports, and I guess GM Authority shout out had a report of General Motors not making reliable vehicles, and people having major problems out of some of their new technology. And this all had to do with trying to keep up with emission controls. I probably said this on the show before. You buy one of these new cars with these turbocharged engines, small displacement motors, they're always going to be in the boost. Well, come to find out, there's a class action lawsuit getting prepared, I believe in Michigan. Some buyers of these high dollar expensive cars. It's not just the smaller cars either. We're talking about some of their high dollar vehicles, their pickup trucks, their big SUVs having transmission issues and cylinder deactivation issues. And it's finally caught up with them, trying to save that little bit of fuel and didn't really look into the technology. And they got a $50,000, $60,000, even $100,000 piece of junk because of some lazy American engineers. Shame on you, General Motors.
Brandon, do you have a Cutty Corner shout out?
My Cutty Corner shout out goes out to me. I gotta stop reading the comments on shit. You remember Twitter used to be fun? Like you get on Twitter, people say some crazy shit. You might say some crazy shit. And then you close the app. Now it's everybody just trying to, and it used to be about the thing you were talking about, right? It used to be about, like, you used to talk about the game. You might talk about something you saw on TV, and you used to stay focused on that. Now everybody's just trying to talk at each other. And this anonymous person arguing with this anonymous person is really not getting in anywhere. There's some things I'm triggered by. Stupid sports comments is one of those, is at the top of the list. And I swear, every game I've watched, and I'm like looking through it on Twitter or whatever, everybody says the refs are paying off. Every game, there's somebody on there saying, "Oh man, The NBA is rigged. The NFL is rigged. The NHL is rigged. The MLB is rigged. Whatever it is, everybody's talking about how it's rigged. And at that point, I'm thinking, like, why are you watching? If you think that the refs are paid off for the Warriors to win, or the Suns to win, or the Brooklyn to win, why are you even watching? And then why are you spending your time on Twitter arguing with people about this nonsense, man? I think it's just taking the enjoyment away from my TV watching and my sports watching, just to even be involved in this nonsense. So yeah, my Cutty Corner shout goes out to me and people making stupid sports comments.
My Cutty Corner shout out, I guess, is a positive one. It goes out to
Nick Cannon having another baby.
Nick Cannon having another baby, and the 49ers.
Wait, Nick Cannon have another baby?
It's my Cutty Corner shout out.
Baby shower today.
Hold on, y'all ain't about to take over my Cutty Corner shout out.
So
my Cutty Corner shout out goes out to
Big Steppin, 49ers with me and we out here bench pressing. Big flexing, defense hitting and we got some big weapons. Yeah, last year I said we finna make a run now.
It's over. The run is over now. That's what it is now. It's over now. My Cutty Corner shout out goes out to my internet and the motherfucking 49ers losing. That's a positive one. My internet being a bitch right now. I don't know what the fuck is going on. But the 49ers lost. And now I could say, you know what? Overall, the season was not a complete failure. You know, the Cowboys played like some poo butt bitch bastard motherfuckers. But the 49ers lost. So that, you know, kind of balances out the world. I don't have to deal with any more 49er fans out here talking shit. Instagram's about to be able to look on Instagram now without seeing a bunch of 49er posts talking about how tight they are. We out here repping. We taking over the stadium. Bullshit. Y'all lost. Take your asses home, back to the woodwork. I just want to hear the crickets. It's going to be a peaceful night for me to hear silence and not no noise about these weak-ass 49ers.
Niner faithful, old school like an Impala. Ask Burton Hanks and the homie Ricky Ward. Take a picture. Them was my neighbors in 96. R.I.P. Dwight Clark, the catch. Legendary. I'm a Niner forever like Rice and Locke. Forget T.O. Niner empire into the world power. Who are we? Bang, bang, Niner gang.
My question, where in the shit-talking diagram, right? If the Niners beat the Cowboys in the playoffs, do the Niners fans still get to talk shit about the Cowboys?
I'll talk shit with them about the Cowboys. I'm not worried about that. I don't give a fuck. Talk shit about the Cowboys. They play like shit. They gonna get
who are you allowed to talk shit about if you lost an NFC Championship game? Who are you allowed to talk shit about?
It doesn't matter. Niner fans be half of them be coming out of the woodwork when their team is good. They don't ever rep them when they're not good or when they're struggling. Raider fans will rep the Raiders even when they're bad. That's the difference. Yeah. That's the difference.
Win one game, they'll rep.
Yeah, and they might know that the team is bad, but they're still gonna be a Raider fan. Niner fans are quiet. They snakes in the grass. They don't act like they're Niner fans. They don't ever wear none of their merch, none of their stuff. They don't ever show that they're a Niner fan unless they actually like in something that's meaningful. And then all of a sudden you see all these new Niner fans around you. Nah, fuck that. Be a real fan. Be a real fan. Don't be waiting for them to be good and then all of a sudden become obnoxious and hella loud about how good your, in quotes, team is. Okay? And until then, you can big step your ass on from here.
Big stepping. 49ers with me and we out here bench pressing. Big flexing. Defense hitting and we got some big weapons. Yeah.
Well, that is our show, my friends. That is our show.
Yep.
Big step.
Yeah, come on. Any final words y'all like to say to our fans out there?
Yeah, man. I like the late start time. I hope to get some good news about your internet service. Seems like Jarrett's internet got COVID this week.
I like to give a positive shout out to all the Niner fans who drove down to LA and really helped stimulate the economy down there. Thank you for supporting the businesses. Thank you for putting money into the concessions there. And have a safe drive back to the Bay Area, Niner fans. Have a nice long drive back. Big stepping.
They were even found their way to come out this way. I'm just glad that you're going to be watching the Super Bowl right where I'm going to watch the Super Bowl at home.
At home or in a hotel waiting to deliver a load because the motherfucking broker fucked up.
Exactly.
Thank you for listening to our show. Shout out to Lana Wow at Lana Wow on Twitter for following us and tapping in with our podcast. Continue. Appreciate you, Laney. Also, shout out to everyone else that is checking our show out. Please continue to subscribe, rate, review, join our Patreon if you'd like. But otherwise, send us out to your friends. Shout out to Stunnerman02. Keep big stepping, keep big repping. We will leave you with this.
I got a question, Jared. Who's more happier, Rams fans or Raider fans?
Jared is happier than all the motherfuckers combined. That's all I'm gonna say. It was a long, slow day. I was like a depressed person going through, what is it? Somebody who's bipolar. I was like, man, I was like Barrett Robbins right before the Super Bowl, laying in bed all day. You know what I'm saying? Might as well just had a motherfucking with a den of opiates in here, like the Johnny Depp in From Hell. You know what I'm saying? I was in here just like, man, Niners, man, Bengals just won. Niners about to get that 84 rematch if they win this game. And
no, 84, 89 rematch.
Or 89 rematch against the Bengals and whoop up on Chris Collinsworth's a monkey ass. But then
that was the icky win shuffle. The problem with that one was when they all-world fullback. They had an all-pro fullback. And they went to his room. He wasn't there. It looked like he didn't sleep in his bed. He went on this big cocaine binge. And no one saw. And so they went into the game without their fullback because they had like two. Icky Woods ran for 1,000 barely. And then they had this other rusher, Eddie Brown. Remember Eddie Brown, Pedro? He could run his ass off. They had a hell of a ground game and it was gone come that Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm. Well, and the Niners was just a much better team.
No, Eddie Brown was the wide receiver. Who was the other? It was James Brooks. James Brooks was the running back.
Yeah. James
Eddie
Brooks,
Brown was a wide receiver.
I wonder if they can put Icky Woods out there right now.
He gonna show up Icky shuffling somewhere. You guarantee that.
You gonna see everybody. You gonna see Achilles Smith. You gonna see.
Come on.
Achilles.
Rashad Salam not even alive, Brandon. He not even alive.
My bad, man.
He about to say Chris Henry next.
I know you guys like Aaron always killing people. He really is passed away.
Well, I didn't realize they gave away Ocho Cinco's number.
They should have gave that away today. They cut him.
Yeah, Ocho Cinco he's not a legend, bro. He was a really good player for a while.
He's a Hall of Fame caliber.
He's not a Hall of Fame.
No,
he's not a Hall of Fame caliber wide receiver. He was a good wide receiver. He's not a Hall of Fame caliber.
He's Hall of Fame.
He was excited. He's Hall of Fame antics. Hall of Fame
caliber
celebration.
Y'all miss Icky Woods. He was on the podium after the game.
Was he big stepping or was he Icky
doing the Icky shuffle?
Oh, he was big stepping, all right.
It looked like he weighed about 350.
Whew. Icky Woods up there looked like he played right tackle.
The power tackle, dude.
Yeah, I would also like to invite everybody to play a little game we're going to have on the show today. How many times is Jared going to play the Big Steppin song?
Big Steppin. Hey, question is, hey, how many times I'm going to dance to it? That's the question, too.
After listening to the show, please type in the comments how many times you did play it. For a very special prize.
For a very special prize. Yeah, you know what? If you can count the number of times this Big Stuff makes the episode, you win a prize.
Yeah, I have to send Pedro the video so he can see.
I didn't know how I wasn't doing it right. Sorry.
You don't have to cross your arms, Pedro.
No, E40 was, so I got to do everything E40 does.
Big flexing, offense scoring, and we got them big weapons. Big stepping, 49ers with me, and we out here bench pressing. Big flexing, defense hitting, and we got some big weapons. Last year I said we finna make a run now.
Yeah, there you go, Pedro. There you go. Now, Pedro, you don't let go of hands and grab it. You're not grabbing air at the end of it.
I am grabbing Big Steppin though.
No, but you're not grabbing air. You're grabbing air. Big Steppin is.
Damn it, not Big Steppin.
Pedro look like that guy that's gonna get kicked off the strip club doing that.
Come on.
Like we told you stop being handsy. We told you stop being so damn handsy with the dancers. They kick him out.